During that time that I was off for those 14 months, the first half of those months was like down and out.
Yeah.
Like just don't want to get out of bed, go to the gym, come back in the bed, go to, you know what I mean? Like just trying to find new shit.
Yeah.
TV was my best friend, like at this point in time. Like I ain't watch no sports, no basketball, none of that shit. So I'm just there just trying to allow everything to just come on in and then figure it out. So it took me about 4 months to kind of get out of like that shell of like not wanting to be around the basketball or being embarrassed. Like, damn, what, you know, people looking at me like, oh, he ain't shit no more. He ain't, oh, he's washed, he's a has-been.
Is that where Hoodie Melo came from, in a sense of you just wearing a hoodie, not want to be bothered?
Yeah, that's a fact. That is a fact.
Because it's funny, because when I was done and I was still working out, I would go work out at regular gyms, and I'd throw my hoodie on, and I'm like, niggas is laughing, but this is probably where Hoodie Melo came from.
Yeah, no, that's a fact.
Because in your head, like, you're really down in the dumps, and you like, bro, niggas, what you doing at the YMCA? You like, my rich ass, yeah, you was running on tracks outside.
Yeah, I was finding like little small gyms. I was really trying to get back to my essence of like getting back into grimy gyms, small gyms, hot as shit in there. Just me, just locked in, throw the skelly on, throw the hoodie on, and that's where fucking Hoodie Melo come from. But during that time, Hoodie Melo became a business. It started happening. Hoodie Melo, okay, I'm gonna turn this into an actual business. Most people thought I was gonna come with hoodies. I didn't want to come with hoodies. I could have sold 2 million hoodies.
Yeah.
I didn't want to go that route. So I say I'm gonna make this a mindset. It's a mindset. Nigga, throw that hoodie on, you lock in. It's your mindset. How you gonna get through this adversity? So that's what Hoodie Melo started to become. So even though I was fucked up during those times, during those 14 months, that's the second half of that it clicked. You know what? I'm gonna start showing up to these meetings. I can start popping in. I ain't gotta be on the phone no more. I can take conference calls. You know what? I'm gonna just completely disconnect from the game of basketball. I'm done. I sent my agent my letter. I'm done. I'm retiring. Done. He like, Melo, no, can't do this. I said, well, I don't know teams. If any teams called, I'm not picking up the phone. I ain't going nowhere. No, I'm done. So I started really disconnecting from the game and got real business minded. And that's where, you know, all the empires started and Hoodie Melo turned into Stay Mellow. Like it was just, you know, getting into tech and getting, you know, I'm popping up in barbecues and cookouts and panels with Dre, you know what I mean? Because he's already out there in that world. I'm already on this side putting the plan together. So now I'm going out there seeing the people that I really need to see. So the more that I'm out there and going to these meetings and talking to these people, basketball is being removed further and further and further away.
And when you learn, that's where innovation comes from.
And that's where innovation comes from. But I had to go through it.
Right. Yeah.
I had to hit rock bottom to understand what was important, what I needed, and really put a plan together. So you asked me about 7 p.m. in Brooklyn. It was all part of the plan. Mm-hmm. This was all part of the plan 5 years ago. Yeah. I was just waiting to get out the game so I can close that door, and then I can really continue doing what I was doing.
And then what else have you put together? I know for sure, you know, you got the Stay Mellow situation, so you got the weed going on. Tell us about the cannabis company, you know what I mean? And
I caught people left, I went left with that. But it's only right, though, right? And so Stay Mellow is the mindset, right? It's the brand. It's you know, I always say when in doubt, stay mellow, right? That's what it is. Underneath of that, I'm going to be able to offer you that community, the Stay Mellow community, different offerings. So I have wine for my community. I have apparel for my community. I'm working on books, you know, mindfulness books in the community. Now I need cannabis because I know what the industry is. Mm-hmm. We all consume it. I know what the fuck is going on, right? So now I want to get to the science of it, though. I want to put a message behind it. This is how you're supposed to smoke. This is how you're supposed to intake. Know what you're smoking, right? Understand what you're smoking. Know the effects of what's happening. So now I can walk through it in the cannabis stage and really put a plan together where it's very beneficial, and people that's maybe still fighting it can really understand, like, okay, this is very beneficial. So I do that for my community first.
Yeah.
And then I build my community, and then from there we'll start offering out to everybody else. So I started my community with nobody. Stay Mellow community with just a couple of people. We have like 3,000 people in the community right now.
Wow.
So it's like we starting to build everything. I'm building my my creative space, my office in Red Hook, Brooklyn. That's where we shoot the podcast at.
Okay.
Yeah, so I didn't want to go to somebody else's studio, so I'm building my own studio.
That's real.
So I took advantage of my own entrepreneurship, and I'm on go time right now.
Well, you talk about like planning your next few years and everything like that. And we talked about earlier of the plans you have with Kyan and his basketball future, and I think it's a pretty unique take considering there's no real pressure, much more than focusing on development. And it kind of is synonymous with your upbringing and your story. So talk about being a father and, the plans over the next couple of years of being the happy dad.
Yeah, I'm the AU dad. I'm the AU dad,
yeah.
man. You know what? This is where I get my competitiveness back on the AAU scene. Because I can't get it from nowhere else. I ain't, I'm in the gym, I work out, train, but I ain't competing against nobody. I don't get that edge no more. So when I see kids out there playing, not just my son, when I see kids out there hooping, that shit, it gets me going. So I turn into the AAU dad, but I'm like cheering for everybody. I'm like on this court, that court, that court. You know what I mean? Yeah.